I'll use a 4-point saddle to go over those conduits and go through that wall. So the first distance will be 37 and a quarter, and then 12 inches and 18 inches to go through to the other side of the wall. And I'm gonna use 30 degrees, and the shrinkage amount on each side will be 7/8. How to compute the total length and mark the conduit for this particular bend. So first I have to add these three distances together. So 37 and a quarter plus 12 and plus 18. 67 inches and a quarter. So now I have to add the shrinkage amount. So the shrinkage amount, when we use 30 degrees, will be quarter of an inch for every inch of offset depth. So the offset depth is 3 inches and a half. So multiplying 3 inches and a half times a quarter, we get 875 thousandths. So which equals 7/8. But I need 7/8 on this side and 7/8 on this side. That is why we have to multiply by 2. So multiplying by 2, we end up with 1 inch and 3/4. So adding 1 inch and 3/4 to the 67 inches and a quarter, we get 69 inches. So now I'm gonna mark the bending measurements. I added the 7/8 on this side of the offset. So now the total length from the octagonal bags to the first mark of the 4-point bending is 38 inches and 1/8. And the rest remains the same. This is still 12 and this is still 18 inches. So now I'm going to mark the outer marks. Now I have all 4 marks needed for the 30 degree, 3.5 inch high offset. So 38 inches and 1/8, 12 inches. But now we have to pay attention to this. From the 38 inches and 1/8, we move back 7 inches. This will be the distance between bends or the outer marks. So 7 and 7. Done with the bends, should look something like this. And it goes back to the original length of 67 inches and 1/4. That's because the 7/8 on this side and 7/8 on this side are applied in this bend right here. So that is it. I'm doing these bendings on the floor since it is not high. It's just 3.5 inch. When the bender is in this position, that is pretty much 30 degrees. This is my final bend with the 4-point saddle. That's already 3.5 offset bend. So now I need a wax offset from this length.
the box offset 2 inches here. And 5.5 inches. This I can work in the air since I have the offset on the other end. That is it. Now I'm going to go and install it. So this is finished now. Now my offset coming down, going through to the other side of the wall.